All right, hello, people. So we're going to introduce our next little topic, which is Native Americans. We want to start that by doing some origin stories, because origin stories tell us a lot. You look at cultures. The center of every culture is their origin story, because that's how people got here. Take religious people. Theirs is their religion. Whether it's Christianity, you have Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden. There's that, the same one. Uh, Islam has a creation story. They all have their own, and that's the center part. Science, they have the Big Bang. So the science community, that's the center of their culture. So most cultures, however, are revolved around religion for the most part. A higher God who created people, and then everything around them like serves the people. That's how it works. Not so much in Native American cultures, though, as you're going to see. There's two of them today that you're going to watch. There's the Coyote Dream, and there's the Iroquois creation myth. And you're going to watch both. One's an Ed puzzle, so you can watch, answer some questions. The other one's just a video I want you to watch. And you're going to notice something different. You're going to notice that it's not people, or it's not a God, I should say, that is the center of their creation story. It's animals. It's nature. And if we think about Native Americans, one thing that we do know is that their view of nature is a lot different than other people. Okay? Their view of nature is the center part of their culture. And that's going to cause a lot of problems with us later when we come to Jamestown and settling this area. And then later on when we try to move west and there's natives there. Just the way that we view nature. But you have to understand why it's so drastic and so different. Why would they be so upset? Well, the reason they're so upset is because nature to them is what gave life. It's the center of their culture. It's the most important thing to them. Ask most Christians, the most important thing to them, is Jesus is the Son of God. And the only way to get through heaven is through Him. Boom. Talk to science people. The most important thing to them is the Big Bang. That's what gave us everything. So they keep studying it. They want to find out more and more and how it works. Look at any other religious group. All right. The center of what they believe is what they hold most dear. So you're going to watch these videos. One, you answer questions. The other one, just watch. You kind of get like a sense of what's going on. And you'll do that after this because this is a completion folder. And when you're done with those, you're going to take some time. You're going to have an assignment where you're going to have to put yourself in the shoes of a Native American. And you're going to have to create your own origin story from the perspective of a Native American. Now, you'll notice that none of these creation stories make sense. Well, they shouldn't because they're all based off of faith. All creation stories require faith. Without faith, none of them, and it doesn't matter which one you believe, none of them make any sense without faith. So don't judge and say, oh, this doesn't make sense. Because you know what? The one you believe in only makes sense to you because you have faith in it. So please don't judge and say, oh, this is that, this is this. All right? What I want you to do is take your time and try to get in the mind of somebody that's different than you, a culture that's different than you. All right? And try to create an origin story from their perspective that would show you what they value, what they hold dear, because that's what gave them life. And we have to understand that. The only way to understand what happens next in our history and our issues that we have with the natives is to understand this difference in culture. So the first thing you're going to do is start at the very beginning of what gives us culture, and it's our belief in how we got here. Every culture has an origin story. Everyone believes in one. Now you're going to look at natives, and you're going to see how theirs revolves around something a little bit different, and then that's going to impact a lot of things. So put yourself in their shoes. You have two examples. Please don't steal either one of those. Right? And you're going to see that you have an assignment where you have to create one. But that will be the last thing that you do. Okay, so I hope everybody is doing well. I miss all of you. I'll see you soon. Enjoy the assignments. Enjoy the video. And bye, everybody.